The Great Picnic Disaster. Pipkin the squirrel, Barnaby the bear, and Flopsy the rabbit were planning a grand picnic. "I've packed the honey sandwiches," rumbled Barnaby, "and I've brought the carrot muffins," squeaked Flopsy. Pipkin, who was in charge of the picnic blanket, unrolled it with a flourish. "Oh dear," she said, her nose twitching. "There's a tiny little tear right here." Barnaby the bear yawned a big, sleepy yawn. "It's just a little hole, Pipkin." "Don't worry about it. Let's eat." Flopsy the rabbit bounced impatiently. Yes, it's hardly noticeable. Let's get to the muffins." Pipkin sighed and carefully placed her own tiny blanket on the ground. "Well, I'm going to fix my own little loose thread," she said, pulling out a needle and thread. "Just in case." Barnaby and Flopsy just laughed. The friends started their picnic. Barnaby, in his excitement, did a little dance. He spun around, and his big, clumsy foot landed right on the tiny tear in the blanket. R-I-I-I-P. The small tear became a big tear, a very big tear. The blanket split right down the middle, and all the honey sandwiches and carrot muffins tumbled to the ground in a sticky, crumbly mess. "Oh no!" cried Flopsy. "My beautiful muffins! My delicious sandwiches!" wailed Barnaby. The blanket was now in two pieces, and the food was covered in grass and dirt. Pipkin, who had finished her mending, looked at the mess. "A tiny tear became a big tear because we didn't fix it when we had the chance," she said. "A stitch in time saves 9. Barnaby and Flopsy looked at each other, then at the mess. They understood. They helped Pipkin gather the food and carefully brush it off. It wasn't perfect, but it was a start. From that day on, whenever they saw a small problem, a loose button, a wobbly chair leg, or a tiny tear, they fixed it right away. And they always remembered the day the blanket tore and the wise words of Pipkin the squirrel.